What's happening, ladies and gentlemen? It's your main man back one more time, Vernon T. Rail, V-A-U to the G-H-N, and I'm about to bust you in your soul with some juicy content. Yeah, that is correct. You heard that absolutely correctly and directly. Brace yourself. Strap on your seatbelts. Hold on to your hats, because we're about to go on a ride that is absolutely fantastic. Yes, indeed, it is real right here. As I get ready to start this episode here, now let us remind ourselves about the significance of this short month, one of the shortest months on the face of this planet, per se, this calendar year that we have and we know about from one perspective or another. Now, with that being stated, I would like to point your attention to the vision that our leaders had, not just in February, but all the days of the calendar, period. Whatever calendar there could be, regardless. I want to point out the focus they had. And that focus was critical then and is critical today. As is for any human being on the face of this planet, so I will get here and point this out to you. See, in the midst of uncertainty, poverty, injustice, malicious treatment of the human soul, false teachings, wolves in sheep's clothing, I stand here today to point out the focus that it's fair to say that yourself has. If you're here on this content, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, because again, there is nothing stopping you from being a better you now, today, this moment, right here, right now. These are facts. If you are breathing and you are living right now, and if you are listening, then you've got to know that you have come across this content, and it's not by accident. So, the point that I make here today is, they say there's nothing happens by chance, and that there's always a reason for everything. Well, could this be a reason for you to do different things today? Now, as I point out here again, that you may know that the focus that is real and that will remain real is up to you. If you focus on loss, lack, shame, condemnation, a can't do mentality, follower mentality, or that you're not worth a dime and that you cannot have your heart's desire, as I am not intimidated by the tractor in the distance while I am doing what I do, right here to bring this exclusive episode to you on this beautiful February day, as I am located in Warsaw, North Carolina at this present time, as far as my longitude and latitude coordinates go. This is a fact here, and it is a beautiful day here today. It is absolutely factual, actual, and practical. And as I point out this crucial word, that I have the audacity, the guts, the fortitude, the diligence, the vigilance to encourage you to let it shine bright in your mind. This one word, focus. Focus. I'm not just talking about glasses, binoculars, even a scope that's equipped with crosshairs. And some of you hunters know what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about that focus. And you see how the very exact nature of the lenses I talked to you about and shared with you, as I have boots on the ground right now, from one perspective, as you can hear the tractors move up and down the highway here. This focus here, this word focus, if a inventor created the lens for you to dial in on the target, and they had to go off into their mind to create such a tool so that you can be a better seer with whatever you're doing, do you think you deserve what you desire? Because if you think about it, if the lenses I spoke about is just plastic, cannot breathe, fart, say anything, wouldn't be able to save you if you were in a tight situation at all, if you don't command it to do anything. So if that stuff, which is not of the human essence, but was made by human, don't you think you can focus on the true desires of your heart? That is your heart, mind, body, and soul. Because this is very exact same focus that this place we call Earth exists. It is. It is. As the happy patron wanted to go into their vehicle, which is their right to do, because I'm at a public establishment right now waiting on my shuttle to do what I got to do so I can take care of business for myself. Who wanted to come out and make known their existence from one perspective? Hey, this is a free country, isn't it? We're going to do what we want to do, huh? But anyway, moving on. So this word focus, hey, focus. What you focus on is what you get. Basically, it's that easy and that difficult at the same time. If you focus on success, it's yours. If you focus on failure, it's yours. If that's all you're going to talk about is success, it's yours. If that's all you're going to talk about is failure, it's yours. How else do you think individuals before us went through segregation, poverty, unfair poverty, oppression, malicious taunting, abuse of all sorts? How else do you think they were able to make it, even when times were difficult, unreasonable, unbearable, too cold, too hot? They were too thirsty at times, or afraid, possibly scared. However, this word focus caused them to dial in on the goal, and the goal was freedom. Still is to this day. Well, I'll give you a real life example as to how their stories still still move my being to strive and to seek and find and knock, and it will be open. Ask and I will receive. Do you think that I'm going to focus on loss and lack when they made it through some of the most tumultuous times against threats of tyranny, one portion communism, another portion injustice? Again, I say that. Do you think that if they would have stopped, and focused on failure, loss, jail, imprisonment, lies, schemers, scammers, wolves in sheep's clothing, do you think even though February is the shortest month in the calendar, but what other race has a month though? You tell me. Now, it ain't enough. It's not enough to justify the means in which terrible things happen, to say that, okay, you guys get a month and we recognize you for this short month, but hey, at least it's a marker. Now, can you imagine the horror of hunting dogs chasing you because you ain't did nothing wrong? Can you imagine this? If they would have slipped up and said, no, I'm gonna let these hunting dogs that are unjustly chasing me catch me, do you think if they would have lost focus, we would have this story today? Now that's terrible. I've ran from a dog or two in my life. Okay, I have, period. Do you think if they was able to, don't matter, tired possibly, because they possibly wasn't sleeping well under the regimens they were, wasn't fed well. But it goes to show you the power. The power. Listen, scientists say 6 to 8 hours sleep, 8 glasses of water to feed your body. Basically, quote unquote, not exact verbatim, fruits and veggies. Hey, some of them could only get the scraps. But they still made it because their mind was focused on freedom. Period. No matter what opposition said. They faced opposition in their own camp because they were arguing from time to time. I mean, you tell me, somebody on your back all the time, you gotta look out for this person, And of course they gotta argue. Of course they gotta do it. Because again, anytime your space is compromised in your own camp, it's one portion an issue. So with that being stated, of course, the melanated community was going to argue. Of course they were going to. So, and that's reasonable, But the point is here, on this historical month and this historical first day, focus. Ladies and gentlemen, hold on to that story of one who overcame these extreme circumstances. If your circumstance is terrible right now, understand that focusing on what they overcame can help you get to where you're going if you're not where you want to be now. I know what I'm telling you. I'm not feeding you no fluff. I'm not doing this at all. No. Why? What will I gain by giving you some bull crap? This is not this. I've been all across America, except for a few states so far. Haven't made it to Mexico or Canada yet. But I believe that at some point in time, this will happen. I believe it. I've been out of the country before. Yes, I have. Thanks to my flight to Nassau, Bahamas, and the time I spent there. So, what makes me different than you? Possibly the focus. I'm focusing on everything that is available to me at all times. That is wealth, good health, love, abundance on every level. Monetarily, physically, emotionally, spiritually. And any category or subject I may have missed to name concerning what's mine now and what will be. I'm grateful for what I got now. I truly am. But studies have shown in my due diligence that there's more. There is more. There is more to life. And if you're satisfied with what you're doing, hey, I'm not mad at you. But me, I'm not satisfied. Better word to choose. I'm not complacent. Okay. See, when they said it was a white man's world, that was a lie. They would have been better off keeping it as a man's world. And without a woman, there is really no life. So it's really a team effort there from one perspective or another. The Bible says the earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof. I don't care what nobody say. That was a fool that said that it was a white man's world. So what? Every one of them, as far as the United States, was Caucasian. Many stand up. Many stand up too. Many stand up. Excellent ones, in my opinion. And some crooks too, and criminals too, from my perspective. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. Whole ball of wax. But then again, is anybody justifiable by their actions anyway? Focus is the real reality here. Yeah, focus. This word here, as business is real right here. Another tractor getting it right now on this day. Another tractor getting it. And the joy that I have here today in my journey, that is real. At this present time, I can see, touch, taste, smell, hear. And taste. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. And that is wealthy. It is. That is wealth. It sure is. Yeah, that is wealth. Minus poverty. Minus adversity. Minus fear. And as long as I got these, and above that, the Most High, I'm a winner. No lie. Period. All day. I bet anybody on the face of this planet about that, and guaranteed to win. Guaranteed. So I'm putting you in the winner's circle too. I sure am. I'm putting you in the winner's circle too. Right here, right now. We've come a long way. We've got to get to 30,000 subscribers, ladies and gentlemen. We've got to get those watch time hours up so that I can monetize and put some of this money back into your hands too. Because I'm doing well in what I do. You know, YouTube says don't have enough watch hours right now at this present time and stuff like this for whatever reasons. Versus a channel that is one portion, in my opinion, useless. But then again, hey, somebody finds value in the content that won't bust a grape in a fruit fight at all. And I ain't mad at that. And I'm gonna throw a shout out to you. Big ups to you putting content out like that. Seriously, that's only catering to one thing. The good dopamine hit factor, that happy feeling in your brain. And that's not gonna cut it all the time, especially in one portion of crunch time. It may help, no doubt. And I ain't ragging on you, and I ain't judging you, but still, it's go time. We must seek for more. Like and subscribe to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Focus, 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 focus. It will help you do what you gotta do. It will. It will help you do what you have to do, period. Again, if you think you can, you will. If you think you can't, you won't. It's that easy. It's that easy. Excuse me. It's that simple. It's that simple. Is it easy to focus sometimes? No, it's not. That's the beauty in this content here. I'm telling you that I have not focused to the deepest extent. I have not. I've fallen off the wagon before. I have broken focus before. But hey, I'm back up right now, ladies and gentlemen. Back up as you hear the tractors roaring. Moving this place. Moving this place. Moving this place. Moving this place. Yes. In a fantastic way. So, I gather here today that you understand and know that you can do anything you put your mind to. Anything you put your mind to. Again, winners never quit, quitters never win, especially if you're standing up for your family, justice, the good things that are offered to us through this planet, and those that work righteousness, and those that fight the good fight. You can. It's here for you. I've seen land untapped in my little short stay here so far on this planet. There is plenty of land being undeveloped right now. Plenty. But yet some individuals want to fly off into space, cultivate whole planets that ain't got no life on it, 70 to below zero, something like this. Hey, Hey, man. Hey, woman. Again. And I'll point out, if they can think to, colonize planets that will not support life, do you see? Okay, I started to get angry at these individuals. I did. And that's one portion I think it's fair to say is wrong. Do you see the difference, though? They are thinking we can live on Saturn. This is what they're thinking. There's a cost for getting to Saturn there, sir, is what I would ask them. Have you thought about that? Have you thought about the carbon footprint? Have you thought about all the things that you spend, the money you spend on getting to space? Now, they already accomplished getting to the moon. What else is there? So, if their minds are out in space and they are one person showing it on the news or whatever, don't you think that you can have more than what you have if you live in poverty? If you have been oppressed? Listen. Focus. Again, what makes them guys different than you and me? Absolutely nothing. They make mistakes like you and I. They do. I'm not worried about the melanin in the skin. I ain't worried about that. That don't intimidate me. That don't move me either. It don't. But the thing about it is, the real reality, if they focus on places that studies have said, scientists have said, what the temperatures were on some of these planets that they strive to put life on. Why can't you have your 40 acres and a mule and then some? For lack of a better term. Hey, get mine. I believe that. And I ain't talking foolishness, because it ain't foolishness. They can dream. Heck, Martin Luther King had a dream. Think about it. He did. He had a dream. It's still standing to this day, though. They were so scared of this man. He ain't have a gun. How powerful is that, huh? You got a whole community that's scared of this man that ain't trying to kill nothing. Woo, understand the power that you have this hour. Regardless, we ain't scared. I ain't scared. Again, now, let's even the playing field here. If bad things happen to good people, don't you think that the playing field is even? Because bad things definitely happen to bad people too. So if you're going to suffer, why not suffer for your own business though? If you're going to have to be bossed around, why not be bossed around by your own clients who say they may be unhappy? Why not fuss with building your own stuff? Business, house, home. Why not do the reading it takes to put in place some of the same writings that are here for the people that will take time to sit there and really read? And when they say what they say, they find the evidence to back it up. They find it to back it up. They find it. Yes, they do. They find it. They find the evidence to back it up. They do. They test. They test it. They do. They test it. Yes, they do. They test what they read. They find the facts. They cut the fluff, and then they execute on it. Yes, it's difficult to concentrate when you're at a job that you can't stand or you hate. Your boss is an idiot. You and him or her don't get along. Yes, it's hard to concentrate when you got to pay that rent. Yes, it's hard and difficult to concentrate when you have to do what you got to do to make ends meet. And the whole intent of everything that's happening is you got to focus. You got to focus.